If this is your first or second time here, hope you enjoyed the video. If this is your third time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated on when I post. We also got memberships and stuff. More information on that at the end of the video, if you'd like. Today we're going to see if you can beat Atomfall as the Rust Collector. Figured a nice, simple, quick run to get me familiar with the game. I saw that guns and stuff in the game have like different models depending on what type of repair state they're in. And some of them are super rusted and whatnot, so I figure, why not? So that's what we're going to go with. If it has rust on it, we're using it as a weapon. We're allowed to use it as a weapon. Unless it's our hands, in which case we can just beat people. Or, you know, do this here to this scientist. He's of no use. No need to let him suffer, you know. Now, as the version of me that has already beat the game, I can tell you that this game is like a mixture of Stalker, Bioshock, well, there's no magic in it, and Fallout. The retro-futuristic parts of Fallout, you're in an exclusion zone style thing, and weapons and ammo are hard to come by, of Stalker. A few other odds and ends here. It's not bad. It's a fun, interesting game. It's not overly huge. It runs really well for what it is, which is surprising. I get like 120 frames in this game, and my computer's fairly dated. Let's go answer the phone here first. Must die. So I go and I ask what Oberon is. Try to get an answer out of him. Great character there. I'm gonna call him Puck. Reason being, I played a game not too long ago called Nightingale. Survival, base building, whatever. And there's a dude that randomly pops up out of nowhere. He's a fae called Puck. So, just gonna call him Puck. Get our first shotgun, our first weapon of the run here, which is a rusted shotgun. Single shot, 12 gauge it seems. A little bit of ammo for it. So we're good to go already. Rusted to high hell. Don't really need to worry about it. There's a bunch of different crafting materials you can collect in the game so that you can build basic items, healing items, buff items that'll help you out along the way. You can even get recipes and whatnot later on. There's no traditional leveling up in this game, which is, quite frankly, pretty cool. Come across a knife here. Got to get it into the sun here to take a look at it, but it's got rust on it, so we're allowing it for the run. Meet our first enemy and shoot him in the chest with a shotgun, even though he had his hands raised and was surrendering. That's another quirk of the AI and stuff in this game. They will surrender if they see you have a gun and they got a stick in their hand, right? But if there's more of them, they're more likely to take you on. There's also a lot of customization for settings in the game. And we see the stamina system here. The settings are, you know, you can decide how accurate you want the AI to be or how many spawns you want for each AI enemy location. I have most of the stuff set to max. Some of the stuff set down, but it's usually, well, not even usually. I didn't set anything down below normal for it. Just to get a more variety of enemies. Put the shotgun to use here again a couple more times. More guys rushing at us. We use the knife. Pick up a rusted up axe. Use that. Get a revolver and some ammo. Load that up. Another neat thing is you can even set it to drop all the ammo in your gun when you reload. I turn that shit off because no thank you. Put the revolver to use here for a while. It hits hard. It's a good little piece. Also picked up a Lee Enfield rifle, whatever you want to call it. Put that to use, shank some more people, but you can also get a shiv at some point in time. Made out of an old ruler, which is funny. Use and abuse the knife. Come across this first British Atomic Research Division crate, and you get training stimulants, which are level up items for your skill trees. You can call them like skill points or whatnot. Come across this weird flame-throwing robot. I decided to stay away from it because I don't know how they act. But yeah, no, you can, I guess it does its job quite well. They go around and they torch the blue plant things. We talk to Puck again.
This land looks safe. This land is not safe. You should be cautious in this land. This land may kill you.
Seen you before, have I?
Great guy. We find a shop.
Right, I've got a
He's one of
question
the
for you.
soldiers,
It might seem
pretty much a local
old
militia
school,
that
but
was
it's
set up
avoid
after,
confusion later.
I think. There's no actual money in this game. It's just bartering. You have to even the scales in the center, which is pretty cool. I come across a Browning High Power. The High Power 9mm. It's modeled after the Browning High Power. You also got skill books you can learn, which give you new skills that you can then put skill points into. If I'd have known there was one certain skill that I would have wanted earlier on, I would have went and got it. We go into the local town. Put a metal detector to use. You can use it throughout the game. You find hidden things of loot here and there. Find a nail bomb recipe. Learn that. Switch on over to crafting. Check that out. Craft one, because that's what you gather the materials and shit for. Sitting here looking at the picture, trying to figure if it has rust and stuff on it, and it does. The steel can has rust on it, same with the jagged pieces of metal in it. So, we're going to allow it only when needed. Head to the church, find out someone's been shanked.
I'm sorry, we're closed today.
Sad that.
Please leave.
This leads us on to an entire murder
I
investigation,
beg of you.
which is interesting.
Forget you saw anything.
I'm still super surprised how smooth this game runs. It's crazy. We talk to Puck again.
Wyndham is picturesque. The village of Wyndham is quaint. The village of Wyndham is dangerous. Be cautious.
He's a great guy. Great guy. We investigate the murder some just to get our bearings in the game, see how it plays. You can, from what I can tell, you can beeline the main quest fairly fucking quickly, which I'm going to look into here at some point. But you can kick, you can punch, you can kill rats and stuff. These rats are corrupted with... Well, this game is interesting in what it is. We'll see more of that later. Right now, these rats are corrupted with some shit. Go to a shady local shopkeep. He's kind of an asshole, so
You'll forgive me if I
we go and tell Johnny Law on him here, get his ass arrested.
You faces often mean
I completely missed one piece of documentation to turn his ass in because he did murder the lady in the church. I needed to creep down and crawl under a board, under a table, through a wall, and it was weird. But yeah, no, he straight up killed the lady in the church because she was spying on him.
The shopkeeper.
Because the local religious folk that he talks about are just a crazy-ass cult in the woods that kill people and
Foul as that.
feed them to weird...
Is first here.
Well, you'll see later.
Told Morris will no longer
Anyway,
cause us
we talked to
any
the
trouble in village.
priest, padre, vicar, whatever you want to call him. And Oberon. Not Oberon, Puck.
An atomic battery. This is good.
We get our atomic battery.
A miracle. You will require more atomic batteries. You will require them for the interchange.
Cool. Anyway, I'm just going to talk over that from now on. Dude's voice is pretty cool. Doesn't really say much beyond giving us hints at the local area and telling us not to get ourselves fucking killed. We get another atomic battery from a robot. This shows that robots have atomic batteries. We trade with this lady and get another atomic battery. Puck said we're going to need them, so I'm going to collect as many as I can. And over-collect by the end of the run. We trade some more. Puck also mentioned the interchange, which is where we're going to be headed. That's like the entire crux of the game. It's like a 3 or 4 section area that you have to get back online and, well, power back up, get through. Find this dude here, search everyone you come across. Nobody else hears the ringing, which goes to show you Puck isn't in our head. because other people have spoken to him. This is just the first guy. Later on, we find another note from another guy. Head into the interchange. These are the soldiers of the area. And by this point in time, I have a couple of different weapons here. Put the guns to use. Nice and rusted up for us. Take out the two up here. Head on downstairs because we need to get into the interchange proper. This is like a waiting area. And I love how when you reload, try to reload when your weapon's already full, it just checks how much ammo you have in it, which is amazing. Since you don't have an ammo counter on screen, it's pretty cool. Pneumatic dispatch tube. This is like your bank. You can store shit in it. Now we need to pop the cork on this, get the door open. Easy enough. And then this allows us to go into the interchange. No idea why it's called the interchange, mind you. I think I'll try to explain the story as I see it here in a bit, but for right now, I'm gonna reload our rifle, head into the interchange, and now we get to see some corruption up close and personal here. This is the same shit the rats were getting into, and this is the problem, as it were. Dude tanks a grenade and then still comes at us. These things are bullet sponges and they absorb a lot of fucking damage. And they run at you, which is fucking annoying. Whatever is down there is creating these things. Okay, like I said, I'll try to explain the story in a bit. Well, in the way I see the story. Because the basic story of the game is you wake up with no memory in this exclusion zone, the windfall, whatever fucking plant went up in smoke. And you want to get out of the quarantine area. That's the story of the game. Thanks for playing. We talked to Puck again. He calls himself the operator. I'm just going to keep calling him Puck. If you ask for the operator, he gives you hints and stuff, which is pretty cool. We pick up this other atomic battery, plug it into this socket here, and it powers up the central hub of the interchange. And as for more of the story, the backstory of it, really, I'll get into that in a bit. Especially Oberon and what Puck is talking about here. Love that guy. He's great. Alright, so we get the main room powered up, and what we need to do is get these other, like, 2 or 3 areas powered up so that we can head through this gateway right here next to me that says Oberon, so we can go deal with that. Cool. Take an atomic battery, go slot that in. Easy enough. Area 1 is powered up. Cool. Cool. We find some robots around here. This is where I figure out how easy it is to take out these fucking robots. Just take some pot shots at the faceplate on it. Especially these flamethrowing ones. They'll say that they're... that's pretty fucking cool. They'll say that they're entering a overheat mode. Right there. And then you can go rip an atomic battery out of them. Just like that, and you get an atomic battery every time. There's not a huge amount of robots in the game, but there's more than enough. I go to head on out to trade some stuff, get some stuff done. These assholes are here, so we take them out. And then it turns into a firefight in the stairwell, because it always fucking turns into a firefight in the stairwell with these guys. Put the guns to use, realize how to kill these fucking turrets. There's a glass dome, a couple of shots to that, takes them out. We pick up, We pick up a semi-auto 12 gauge. It's rusted. Works for us. We used a lot of ammo in the process. Head on over to robotics, where they build these things. Or built these things. Dip and dodge out the way while this robot starts to overheat so we can go rip its core out. That's another atomic battery for the collection. They're really easy to take care of. I was intimidated by them at first, but, you know, as long as you got a gun with like 10 fucking shots, you can take the things out. Real easy. Surprisingly so. We go talk to Puck again, because I left to figure some shit out. He tells us, well, just listen.
If Oberon is dead, then the way out will open. You will awaken
Anyway, that's foreboding as fuck, because he only said the way out will open. He does hint at you being able to get out of here. Yeah, no, I have no idea what Puck actually is. He just refers to himself as the operator. And at the end of the game, he gets kind of fucking cryptic about the shit. He does promise you that, you know, if you do as he says, you will live. So that there's that, I guess. Not gonna get into it just yet. We're gonna take out some of these local fucking locals, I guess. Take them out with the shotgun. Easy enough. Ammo is fairly hard to come by, and you can't really hold a huge amount of it. But I gotta go find a thing, and we'll go and try to find that power reroute device thing. The actual army dudes aggro on me in the open overworld, and that just kind of kicks into the bloodlust here. So we start taking them out because I figure, you know, they got ammo. I like ammo. They got robots, and I like atomic batteries, so I'm gonna kill the robots now too, because fuck them. Take out the rest of them. There's dozens of them that come after you. Easy enough. They're not stupid with their ranges and whatnot. They'll try to stay at the optimal range for the weapons they have, which is pretty cool. If the dude has an SMG, he's going to get, like, mid-range on you. If the dude has a truncheon, he's going to run up on you. If the dude has, like, closer to a sniper rifle, he's gonna hang back on top of a tower or something trying to get at you. It's pretty cool. We get into the bunker, finally, that I was trying to get in that aggroed all of this. We get what we need. Well, we almost get what we need. We need to go get a key card to actually open the box to get the thing that we need, which is annoying, but you know how games are. Ambush a patrol here because, again, why not? Take them out. This rifle I'm using is supposed to be a sniper rifle. It refers to it as such in game. One-shot kill for headshots, which is good on some enemies. I find a fucking machine gun. I do like the weapon designs in this game. They're pretty cool. Head into the next bunker where the key is for the first bunker we went into. Put that machine gun to use, and yeah, it like one or two shots people with body armor, which is cool, but it eats through fucking ammo. And you can only have like 40 ammo for your rifle at a time. We find the power reroute device thing, which just allows you to point at these junction boxes and change the direction of the flow of power. Kind of Bioshock-esque there. Allows us to get in here. There's a couple of weapons and stuff, more training stimulants, but we were actually here for this device specifically, which allows us to go back into the interchange, which we have to fight through the entire camp of fucking military personnel now because they don't like us. So that's fun, because this is the only way I know how to get into the interchange at this point. Didn't even realize there's technically a way into the interchange from every map that you go onto. There's like 4 maps in this game. So there's that. Although one entrance I'm going to avoid at all fucking costs in this game. It's full of corruption and those corrupted dudes. I don't like dealing with them fuckers. The sound effects in that area, just, I don't know. I don't like them. I get a little overzealous here, taking out a dude with an LMG, thinking, okay, cool, easy enough. This is gonna be fine. And then I just get lit the fuck up and die. So you do die quickly in this game when you were shot. You know, who would have thunk? Well, invincibility range when you're stuck in an animation, being aside. I decide to say fuck it. I've already gone this far. I've killed pretty much everyone in the military camp outside, so I might as well go into the prison and kill everybody. The only reason I was supposed to come here earlier was because the, I guess the lady that made the signal reroute device thing, maybe, was sent here, and I could talk to her and then bust her out to try to get her to give me one of them devices, and I'm just doing this just because at this point. These guys just fucking annoyed the fuck out of me, so go through, kill everybody, talk to the lady. And I shit you not, this is fucking annoying. I pretty much tell her, hey, no, I don't even tell her. She tells me she's going to answer one of my questions, yeah? See if it comes up here.
It's hardly the time for an interview.
Right here.
One question. I will answer one question, and then you must release me.
One question.
Oh, you know that name, do you? Interesting. Get me out of here, and we can discuss it.
She doesn't even
at
fucking
leisure.
answer my question. I asked what Oberon is. She says, oh, wow, neat. You know what the name is. Cool, get me out of here.
Wait.
Nah, fuck that noise. I'm not.
can help one
No,
another,
just
but
no.
Don't be
I know how
a
games and
fool.
shit are nowadays. People want to play the fucking runaround. They're going to end up assholes in the end, so fuck them. She also tanks that shot to the fucking head. I decided to go full fucking murder hobo at this point. Kill everybody. After that, I head back into the interchange because this is where the main game is, so that's where we're headed. Reroute some power, reroute some more power. Got to get the main vault door open. So we get the main vault door open. With that, we head down into robotics section 2. Check our ammo. Got 8 shots all in all. Reroute some more power. Take out a couple of turrets. If you shoot the domed light at the top, you can take them out in 1 or 2 shots. Take out a couple more robots. I figured there'd be more robots in the robotics sector. Also, if these goddamn batteries are so fucking important, why do you have these robots running around all the time? Right? I use the machine gun some more. Straight up destroy that one robot with it, but at a distance, it's kind of useless. Yeah, though it is insane. The atomic batteries are a unique thing in this game, which we'll get into here in a minute. Head into the interchange again. This is another location, one that was never fully finished, and it's got these fuckers in it. I hate these guys. Now I gotta try to run through the corruption itself. You get poisoned with this shit, you start hearing voices like everyone else does, so that's probably not good for your health. And at this point in time, I didn't know that there was a consumable item you could make that makes you kind of immune to the shit for a little while. That's in a part of the map I don't touch until later. I do eventually find it, but we get this section powered up, which is pretty cool. Heal ourselves up some. Didn't realize until like 3 hours into the fucking game that you could heal with bandages, mind you. Thought they were just for the status effect bleed, but no. We get this section powered up, we head on over into medical, and we have to fight these fuckers. I am never going back into medical in this game if I have to, again, because fuck that place. Those guys are bullet sponges and I do not like them. We start switching on some of the sectors here in the hub. Cool, that's like 2 out of the whatever's done. We talk to Puck again. He tells us we're doing well, and that we should continue to do well.
It is imperative that you continue to do well.
Great vote of confidence there. It's nice.
Much depends upon you continuing to do well.
Puck's great people, you know? Even though I'm fairly sure he's not people. Put our rifle to use some more, take out some more people. Fuck that guy, he doesn't even trade with you. At this point, I'm going around trying to collect up as much ammo and odds and ends that I can get my hands on too. I go into the, I think this is Slatendale. Interchange entrance. Yep, the Slatendale one. Since I couldn't get to this section from the main hub, I needed to go through the actual entrance there. And if I'd have known I could have come here earlier, like literally the first place I came in the game, to get this right here, then I would have. Well, the stimulants, but this crafting manual, which gives you deep pockets, which like doubles the amount of consumable and ammo storage you have. Take out another robot, because there's like one robot that pops up every time you turn on a new section, which is fine. So that's cool. Got another battery, plug another battery in. It's another section on. That's like A, B, C, and D on at this point now. Maybe reach power here and there. I gotta deal with more of these fuckers. Trying to figure out a way back into the main hub, which is over there. I was like, yeah, nah, I'm just not dealing with that bullshit. I just don't want to go that way with those guys or that shit, so I'm not. Rather go through the fucking part of it that's completely busted, so no thank you. I'm leaving. That gets me every fucking time I walk through there. Anyway, we reroute power back into the main system here, and that's all the nodes turned on. All we have to do at this point is flip that red switch over there, since it's green across the board. Turn that on. I expected just another console to pop out here, but nope. Weird vacuum tube center computer database hub thing. Whatever works for them. This is set in like 1960 or something, with the events having happened like a year or two prior to it. We go to the last map we haven't been to, which is full of the cultists, druids as they call themselves. They live in an old castle out that way, I guess. Not even I guess, they do live in an old castle. Put the knife to use because I'm like out of ammo. Realized you could throw knives, so I started picking up other knives to use to throw. Put a skill point into like hit heavy with the knife throw. Go into a cave to see what's going on here, and yeah. This is why I said the druids are insane. They break atomic batteries, throw them into a pit here, and let the corruption seep out of them. God, your mysticism doesn't protect from fucking bullets. I found the strange tonic recipe, which is cool. So we can now become like temporarily immune to the effects of the spores. Kill an old lady in her house in the woods. Get another crafting manual. This is melee stuff. I head into town and figure, I've killed everyone up until this point, so let's keep going. So I start taking out all the soldiers in town. This is before I realized that the soldiers keep spawning in town. So if you aggro them and then keep taking them out, you can get like an infinite amount of SMG ammo, which is what most of them carry in town here. Rip the battery out of another robot. At this point, I just don't even care because everything seems to be powered in the interchange. Take out another robot, because there's two of them here. They also carry loot and stuff on them. Some ammo and like scraps and whatnot. Take out even more people in town. Put the shotgun to fucking use here. It's even good at some moderate distances, which is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen a game that actually gives shotguns their correct distance, even with shot, different kinds. Put the SMG to use, slow down everyone who can. Getting a bunch of SMG ammo, might as well use it. High rate of fire. Go into town, town hall. Kill the dude that's always talking on the fucking loudspeaker.
Well, gosh.
Head back into the interchange. This lady's here.
When I saw movement, I
don't know why.
one of those awful feral goblins some people seem to have turned into.
She wants to know who we are,
You don't
what
look
we're
like
doing
a goblin,
here.
though, or an outlaw. So, just exactly who are you?
So who are we exactly? Well, we're the person that shot her in the fucking head. She wanted us to run around the map turning on signal relay thingies. I said, fuck that noise. Might as well already deal with Puck here. Because why not? We've come this far, we might as well. There are like 3 or 4 different endings to this game. Puck's is one of them. Lady we just shot in the head is one of them. The lady that we shot in the head in the cage is one of them. I think there's a couple more that I'm pretty sure the soldier dude is one of them. I think there's a couple more after that. We got to destroy the Windscale plant to destroy Oberon. Cool, whatever. Still foreboding. We head into Windscale. See a bunch of destruction and corruption all over the fucking place. And I think this is where I can start to explain what is going on here. There was a meteorite that crashed here. Oh, these guys fucking suck. They're just nothing but fucking bullet sponges. Look at how much ammo it takes to take out just 3 of these fuckers. This is insane. Anyway, there was a meteorite that crashed here, and they decided to build the Windscale plant over top of it. Which, mind you, Windscale was an actual disaster happened. Kind of like 3 Mile Island and shit like that. This meteorite had a unique capability. There it is, in fact. There's Oberon. This meteorite was unique in that it gives off power, so they decided to, like, shear off bits of the meteorite to make atomic batteries with. Cool. Makes sense. Whatever. It seems like once they started doing that and shearing off more and more of this meteorite to make these atomic batteries, corruption started seeping out of it, which makes me figure it's not a meteorite. It's like a containment system for something. So, yeah, this guy here, you know, looking at the neat site there. But it makes me think that this is a containment system for something. And, you know, as Puck keeps saying, the way out will be made clear when Oberon is destroyed. I'm guessing, at least to me, Puck is probably the thing in the meteorite that wants out. Creating like a hive mind with some of the people and shit here. Not the best thing on the planet. At least that's what I think. After all, he keeps saying, you know, the way out will be clear when Oberon is destroyed. So, anyway, we set off the explosives. We're given 3 minutes to get the fuck out of Dodge. On our way out, the druids and pretty much everybody from all the local areas decides to descend on the place. Talk to Puck one more time here.
Is dead. And you have earned your reward. A way out. Go back to the beginning. Go back to where you awoke.
There you go. We got to go back to where we woke up. We go out. There's a full-scale skirmish going on here. Use a couple of grenades. Put the shotgun to use. Because why the fuck not? Easy enough to deal with. Mind you, this is pretty much the end game. All we have to do is run back to the bunker we woke up in, and that's it. So I can say, yeah, you can beat, you know, Atomfall as the rust collector, using only weapons and stuff that have rust on them. This was fun. This was fun. I can see that the small scope of this game allowed for more fleshed out environments to be made, and fairly interesting storyline to be put together. We mow through everyone. Might as well put the ammo to use that we spent time collecting. We make our way back to the bunker. In the bunker is where we find the second page of someone having talked to Puck. This dude came back from the dead too, apparently, because that makes sense, I guess. Take him out. Whatever. Found the second note of someone talking to Puck, which means he's not in my head, my character's head. So I'm guessing Puck is the corruption, and he wanted Oberon gone because that's containing whatever the fuck it is. We talk to Puck again. He tells us we're not going to die. Gives us the whole to-do here on, you know, how we did good and all that. Anyway, I'm going to thank one of our members anyway. Eric Hewitt, first member we got so far. Thanks for becoming a member. I appreciate it. It means a lot here. If you want to become a member too, you can do so by just clicking on the link in the description or on the join button on the homepage. Try not to harp on about it. You know, it's one of them things. It's just an extra little way to support the channel. So with Puck gassing us here, I'm gonna stop talking so you can see the end credit cards. Done Fallout style. Like I said, gives a lot of Fallout feel to the game. So I'll see you in the next one.
Chose to trust me. A voice on a broken telephone. Perhaps just a voice in your mind. Did you ever consider that? You have learned much and come far. My apologies for the gas, but it was necessary. You left quite the trail of carnage, didn't you? But sometimes violence is necessary, I know. You listened to good advice and wise words, which is to say, my advice and my words. So many shoot first and ask questions afterwards. Not you, though. Oberon is dead, and the plant is destroyed. The interference field should rapidly fade now, and perhaps the outside world will finally see what has happened here. So ends